group post over at the Kaisercraft blog today was tips for beginners. We had a little chat about it in our Facebook group about what are some really good tips for beginners who are interested in learning about scrapbooking or card making. One of my good friends, Marie, came up with the wonderful idea. One of the key concepts that is a good tip for somebody who is starting out in papercraft is colour matching. So I asked Marie if I could use her idea to make a video about colour matching. So today, for this layout, I'm going to focus on what sort of thinking that goes on in my head when I choose a photo and I'm putting it with a collection. So today I have a photograph here and I am working with the Stargazer collection by Kaisercraft. So obviously with this photo, the people in the photo are wearing blue clothes. So the main colours of the photo are blues, different shades of blues. You can see my shirt here, it has sort of a blacky blue and it's like a floral print. Got the sort of royal blue colour and we've got the lighter blue colour in the shirts. And then around the background of the people it's actually a white blind, but it just sort of gives a sort of white effect at the back. So we're looking at mainly sort of blues and whites in this photograph. And this matches the Stargazer collection because it is mainly blues and white. So what I do is I just get out some papers that I think might go with the photo and I just put the photo up against the papers and I just get a feel for if I think this paper will work with this photo or not, and to try to get a feel for which are my favorites. So I'm just flicking through and seeing what colours work best with the photo, what sort of stands out with the photo, what matches, what coordinates to the colours and the images, the patterns in the print. So I think those sort of that flower strip there goes quite well with the shirt I'm wearing. So I think maybe I might use that flower strip. And then I'm thinking I like the sort of royal blue, but I also like this white, so I'm just sort of playing around with what looks good. I'm thinking to myself, that looks a little bit pale for the effect I'm trying to go for. I like the royal blue, and then I'm thinking, but I also like the navy blue as well. So I'm kind of bringing it down to these 3 papers. And then I start to think about the sketch for my layout. Could I use all 3 of these papers in the one sketch? So I've sort of decided that I'm going to use this sticker, flower sticker, as part of my layout because it's such a pretty sticker and it will save me a lot of fussy cutting. So I'm just going to put a bit of double-sided tape on the back of it so that I can play around with it and see what it might look like in my layout without actually sticking it down. Now I'm thinking about the blue shirt there, and I'm thinking that this foam sheet might match the blue shirt, and also the navy foam sheet might also match in with this collection because I don't have a lot left in this collection with the collectibles or much left to fussy cut. I'm going to make some of my own flowers to decorate. So you can see I have chosen mainly blue tones for this layout to match the photograph, the clothes that the people are wearing in the photograph, because when your photograph matches the papers, it really helps the cohesiveness of the layout. So that is basically what I'm trying to demonstrate in this video, and now I'm just going to go ahead and make the layout and let's see how it turns out. So I have decided to make some of my own flowers to decorate the layout with. So I'm just quickly putting together some little art foam flowers. And I have also used a flourish die cut that I'm going to use as some leaves underneath the flowers, and I've cut them out in the white, but later on I decide to cut them out in the navy colour as well. I have made another tutorial on YouTube about how I make these flowers, and I'll pop a little thing onto the video so that you can click through to that if you'd like. The plan was to stick to the different shades of blue that are in the photograph. So what I have worked on here is picking out some paper blooms, I think they are iceberg paper blooms, and adding those into my art foam flowers that I made. And I'm just positioning them into the diamond shape that I made with the template. And I'm adding in some little white flourishes, which I then decide to add some navy on the white side so that they stand out a little bit more. I'm adding in a little bit of cheesecloth and a little bit of black sewing thread just to give my layout a little bit more texture and to fill in that empty space in the middle of the diamonds. I get a lot of questions about the glue that I use. I use a Kaisercraft acid-free glue. It dries clear and it sticks mostly everything down, so it's a really great glue to have on hand. The SD card ran out of room at the end of this. I just also added some photo corner dies to the four corners of the photo, and I did a little bit of misting spray in white and navy, but you'll be able to see that on the photos. If you are just getting started with paper crafting or scrapbooking, I hope you found this video helpful. Maybe you might like to consider colour matching your photograph to the papers that you use in your scrapbook layouts. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day.